Hello, I'm John, and this is the Skagway Daily. Today, we're going to go on a ferry ride. We'll hike up to a lake up in the mountains, but first, let's take a look around town. We are out here at the ore docks. It's noon at the camera. It's a absolutely gorgeous day out here. Got some sun out. It's pretty still. Got a boat heading out there in the harbor. So it's been unseasonably warm, pushing 40 degrees, over 40 degrees. I think today is 46 or 47, something like that. Very, very warm. Rain like the last 3 days, and now it's clear. Should start getting cold again, but for today, we just enjoy this, enjoy the sunlight behind us here. The sheer scale of these things is hard to capture. They're huge. They're the first things you see whenever you get off the docks. We'll talk about this more later in the video, but this is the trail to Upper Dewey Lake. It's all covered in ice right now, so we're putting yak tracks on, or micro spikes, essentially miniature crampons more or less. They have little points on them to help me grip the ice so that I can walk on it normally. Let's roll. Phew. We're up here on one of the local hikes. I've done this on all trails. Map my run, map my hike, whatever. It's out there. It's called Upper Dewey. So there's a Lower Dewey Lake and Upper Dewey Lake, and we are on Upper Dewey. You can see here, it's snowy, icy, not particularly great conditions. Oops, sorry. Not particularly great conditions. We have our little yak tracks on, and we've got snowshoes on the back just in case it gets any deeper, and we'll show you what it looks like up top. So a few weeks back, I did another local hike here, and I got up to my waist in snow. I think I shared a few clips from that on another video. So this time I went down to the mountain shop, our local gear shop. They rent gear by the day or by the season. So I rented these snowshoes for a day. They're $5 a day, which is an absolute steal. First time using them. So here we go. Easy to put on. Put everything away. Let's go. And how high the snow is going up over the bridge. Well, it's gotten cold, so my GoPro turns off the screens and sometimes just doesn't work. It's hard to tell whenever I'm pointing it at myself, but we're so close. Whew, look at that. So this is how much snow there is up here. Nice. Oh, there's a little cabin over there. This is Upper Lake. This is one of the cool features. You can rent this cabin. I think it's like $25 a night or something like that. And yeah, come up here and spend the night with your view right here. This is another cabin. This one's free for use. So here we are at the entrance to this thing. It's way down there. It's a wood stove, and then you can just see the snow out the door. Comes the sun. Oh, yeah. Whew. We've got sun. Ah, way down below in the valley, seaplanes is coming in. Yee! Sunbathing.
I was really thirsty and out of water, so stopped by a creek, filled up, quick drink. You don't see the sun much on this hike. It's mainly shielded by the peak that you're hiking up the shoulder of, but on the way down, the sun was just peeking through the trees, flickering back and forth between the branches, lighting up the greenery of it. It was like walking in a fairy tale coming off this peak. This is Lower Dewey Lake. The setting sun is just really making a beautiful portrait here. Here's Skagway, mainly in shadow now. That's the port. I had to go to Juneau for some stuff, so the ferry is the most economical way to do it. Parked the car below decks, went up on the top. Right here is the forward seating. This is all big glass windows, this walk around railing. They had this walk around deck closed while we were underway. They don't usually. That was different. So we spent most of our time on the back deck here.
So we pulled into Haines here, which is the first stop on the ferry going from Skagway. And I am spending my time on this outdoor deck here. They've got heaters and lounge chairs and all the views you can ask for. It's pretty much the coolest spot.
Leaving Haines, set up a time lapse to capture it, but kind of in a lousy spot. Those are the lifeboat things there. Anyway, there's Haines there right as we come around the point. There it is. Pretty little location. Looking back on it as we go away, the peaks rising up behind it. Really unique. All these towns are just gorgeous towns. And of course, out on the water, we had the time lapse, the setting sun. Just watch those colors change, the peaks light up. It's really one of the most scenic boat rides you can take. As always, thank you for liking, following, any comments, questions you have, thoughts you have, experiences you've experienced here in this beautiful area of Alaska. Love to hear it. Thank you for coming along.